are a number of tricks that artists use to trick the viewer into feeling that a landscape has depth. I'm going to show you a couple in this video. What I'm going to show you is overlapping and diminishing size, which means getting smaller. And things get smaller as they go back into space. So those are the two tricks I'm going to show you when you're drawing. But there are other tricks that can occur later on, like shadows, and saturation of color, meaning things in the foreground look darker and richer, and things in the background get grayed and become lighter. So a landscape begins with what's called the horizon line. The horizon is where the earth meets the sky. Okay, so if I were to do a road, I'm going to make this my vanishing point. My road is going to be about this wide to begin, from here to here. I'm going to connect this line, or that dot, with that dot. And there's my road. It looks like a triangle ending at the horizon line. Diminishing size is one of the techniques artists use to make landscape look 3D. So it goes from big to small. It gets smallest at the horizon. That dot on the horizon is called the vanishing point. It's not that the road is actually smaller at the horizon. It just looks that way to the human eye. Check out this vanishing point on the train track that I saw when I was walking my dog. Now, if I were to do a big tree in the foreground, it might be so big that it comes off the page even. Let's just say it comes off the page. Now, it is overlapping the horizon, so I'm going to take my pencil and erase the horizon line that it was covering. Overlapping means covering up. This tree is even going to overlap more trees, okay? As trees go back in space, they're going to look smaller and smaller. So this is about 3 fingers wide, and this is about 1 finger wide. And it gets smaller as it goes back. This tree in front is overlapping it. Again, I'm going to erase the horizon line that the second tree is overlapping. Then I could make the smallest tree back here. Let's do 3 on each side, and I'll start in the opposite way, okay? So now, let's do this side first, and we'll start with overlapping. This little tree comes up. It's a little bit bigger than that one because it's slightly lower on the page. And then this tree is wider, taller, and it's going to overlap. I have to erase that. Okay? I have to erase the horizon. Do you see how that tree is overlapping that tree now? And then if I come up with an even bigger tree that might come off the page, it's overlapping a whole bunch of this tree. Now I have to erase that. So that's overlapping, and I have to erase the horizon line that it's overlapping. Now, diminishing size means it's going from bigger in the foreground to medium in the middle ground and to small in the background. So this is the foreground. This is the middle ground. And this back here is the background. Foreground in the front, middle ground in the middle, and background in the back. Overlapping is a trick. This is on top of this, which is on top of this, and it's the same over here. Okay? The road is going from wide to very thin in a very organized way. This is the way we see the world. It's not really how the world is, but it's the way our eyes see things to make sense of the world.